Welcome to Divorce Talk with Nicola Beer, a show dedicated to creating change and emotional healing for executives, professionals, and expats in the various stages of marriage breakdown and divorce. Discover insightful strategies to better manage your personal affairs and learn secrets to creating more happiness, love, and success in your life today.
Hi and welcome. I am joined here today by Layla, the Managing Director of InShape Ladies Fitness Club, and she's going to be talking to us about the relationship between happiness and exercise. And I know this topic is really important to people who are struggling in their relationships or going through a breakup or going through a stressful divorce to increase their levels of happiness. So I'm really excited that Layla's going to be joining us today. So let me tell you a little bit about her. She established a fitness centre in 2009 in Dubai to fulfill her life dream of delivering high-quality service to the community, specifically women, to empower them by making them feel fit, unique and confident. To achieve her mission, Layla believed and adopted the following vision: to excel in helping women in their journey for a fitter and healthier lifestyle by evaluating, teaching, training, encouraging and supporting them in a friendly, unintimidating atmosphere. So, how long have you actually been working in the fitness industry?
To date, close to 25 years. So 25 years have been, one way or another, contributing to fitness and women. I love what I do, and I'm saying especially women because I'm not saying that men don't work hard and don't have stressful lives, but women in particular just have so many segments to their lives, which make it even more important to find some time for themselves to exercise. And they need to give themselves at least 3 times a week where they can be active in some way or another. When we talk about activity, some people just think but I mean, for instance, that they should just come to the gym. Activity comes in all forms. A good brisk walk, somebody who enjoys swimming, the gym. Of course, the gym is, and gyms are now becoming more popular because they've got everything in one place and you can utilize so much in one place. But that doesn't mean that you can't go hiking, that you can't go rowing, that there's so many other things to do out there that are part of being active. An active lifestyle has so many benefits. But today in particular, we're going to talk about how it increases your happiness, how it fulfills that part of your life.
Yeah, so you've got 7, is that right? Or 6?
7 actually,
7,
that
okay.
We're going to discuss today. Now, it's always said that when you exercise, and most people know that you release happy chemicals. We're going to discuss a few of them today.
Okay, great. Let's get into it then.
So the first happy chemical that people don't know much about, and that's dopamine.
Okay.
It's a neurotransmitter that's necessary for you to feel, or for anyone to feel, pleasure and happiness. Now, the unfortunate thing about this particular chemical is that as we age, we constantly lose these stores, and we really don't know that we've lost them. A lot of people don't know this particular fact. So one of the best ways to increase these stores of dopamine is exercise, and usually aerobic exercise, anything that's going to bring the heart rate up and allow you to make a certain amount of effort. That's not going to come just by moving around the house. Some people think if they're active moving around the house, then that's it. You've got to bring that effort up, whether it's from lifting a weight or doing a high-intensity interval training session or doing a Tabata class or whatever you're doing. It needs to bring that heart rate up, bring a nice good sweat. So we need to bring those stores up. And if we don't, we're just going to lose that happiness factor in our lives. So that's the one thing that a lot of people don't know.
No, I didn't know that. And the fact that you lose it over time. So
absolutely.
As you get older, you need to exercise
absolutely.
more.
This is something that people don't know. So we're just going to start with that one, because that one is obviously the most important factor is that we do lose it. Like many things with our bodies, as we age, we lose certain things, and we have to take that extra measure to try and bring it up to a good level. The next thing, of course, is we're talking about stress. Now, stress obviously, busy lives, stress comes in all forms, whether it's driving in traffic, that's stress, trying to make a meeting, it's stress, helping your children with their homework, stress, got, guests for dinner and you've got to get things ready, all elements of stress. And funnily enough, exercise is one of the best de-stressors. And this is a question sometimes that I ask people, and I get all sorts of different answers. And funnily enough, people don't know. They don't know how stress is related to happiness. What happens is that when you create stress, and usually by exercising and taking the heart rate up, what you do is you create a small mini stress event. And with time, as you keep these your exercise up, your body starts to adapt to these small little stress events and puts them together so that you become quite immune to stress. So it builds an immunity to stress.
Oh, wow.
So when the stressful event comes, you actually deal with it in a much calmer fashion. So that's the point that I want to stress. It's not that it's the single incidence when you exercise that's going to relieve the stress. It's exercise over time.
Right.
So we go back to the commitment and the time and the effort that you need to put into it, because it's not a one-shot thing. It's progressive.
You mentioned at the beginning 3 times a week. Is that sufficient?
Well, we're talking about busy people. The minimum, actually, that you should give your body is about 3 times a week. It used to be, for women in particular, this changed. The World Health Organization a while ago changed the statistics, and they've decided that women actually, to be healthy overall, need 5 hours a week, funnily enough. But we are talking a minimum. If somebody can get in an accumulative of 3 hours a week, which is half an hour a day over the week, then we consider that she's in a fitness lifestyle. Yeah, because it's finding and allocating time.
Yeah.
That's the
We're
important
so busy
thing.
these days,
So
yeah.
if we make it where it's impossible for someone to exercise, if we say, you have to come in to the gym and you have to do 2 hours of exercise, then you've basically told someone that's just far.
They can't do it, and then they don't do anything. Yeah.
Absolutely, then they don't do anything. So if you can say to someone that if you can allocate half an hour a day to whatever you want to do, then that's sufficient, I think, to take some time out for yourself.
Great.
Yeah. So that's the issue on...
So what's number 3 then?
On stress. Now, number 3 is the energy. Energy levels. I mean, don't we hear it every day from people? Every single day, people from all walks of life. I just have no energy. I get up in the morning, I have no energy. I can't face life. I don't have the energy to look after my kids. I don't have the energy to get up in the morning and go to work. Well, this is all related, obviously, to lack of activity.
Yeah.
So one of the things that have basically been, they found out, scientists and psychologists, is that when you actually exercise over time, your energy levels just shoot up. Now, the whys and the hows, I'm not really sure, but over time, they've put a lot of people through different programs, and they've assessed that if you do exercise, it automatically gives you that boost of energy. And it just keeps you going the whole day.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It just keeps you going, and it fights fatigue. People who are constantly feeling that they're lethargic and they just can't do things.
And often when they feel like that, they think they don't have the energy to go to the gym, or they don't have the energy to do exercise.
Exactly, and it's just a matter of getting into it for you to feel the benefits.
Breaking through.
It's a breakthrough. Like everything else, you've got to start, and it's going to take some time for you to feel the benefits. Some people feel the benefits straight away. It gives them that surge of energy. It's like I always say to people, because some people will say to me, coming to the gym, it's such an effort. I always say to them, I know it's just the journey to the gym, but once you're there, that's it. That's your turning point. And most people will agree.
Yeah.
Once you're there, you're there.
Yeah.
And once you've finished your session or your class or whatever you want to do, suddenly you feel that I made a good decision today. I feel so good.
Yeah.
And I'm ready, I'm ready for my kids, I'm ready for my office, I'm ready to tackle those employees, I'm ready to,
Sure, yeah.
get going. So it definitely does put you in first gear.
Yeah.
The next thing we're going to discuss is anxiety.
Okay. I mean, anxiety, particularly in relationships, if they're not going well or in divorce, it's a huge
General anxiety, yes. Some people are living in constant anxieties, maybe couples that are not getting along, maybe there's doubt, maybe one person is thinking that the other person is not completely faithful, anxiety with kids at school, maybe not doing well. And it's, whatever it is, even in the office, you've got an anxiety, maybe you're not getting a promotion, you're working hard. It doesn't matter what it is, anxiety creeps in.
Yeah.
And sometimes people don't even know that they're suffering from anxiety. Suddenly they feel they're not sleeping well, they have, like we just said, no energy to do things, maybe they're oversleeping. Whatever it is, it's a sign that there's obviously a form of anxiety in our lives. And none of us are immune.
Yeah.
None of us. That is the thing. Anxiety is part of life, and funnily enough, exercising and following an exercise lifestyle and a fitness lifestyle has in the long term proved that it's even better than a meditation session or even a therapy session.
Wow, really?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, it comes up there, on the scale. Suddenly you just feel that you're able to tackle so much more.
Yeah.
You can see clearer.
Right. So what's number 5?
Depression. From statistics, it's estimated that 1 in every 10 adults will suffer from some form of depression. Yes, a lot of forms they even go unreported.
Yeah,
People just suffer from depression and they just even don't know how to get out of it, or even if they do have depression. But nevertheless, it's there. And funnily enough, they've done a lot of studies on rats in particular, and they found out that when you exercise, the effect of exercise is the same effect as antidepressants are on the brain, except antidepressants are chemicals. They're alien to your body. Somebody's feeding you a pill.
Yeah.
But they found out that exercise mimics those exact antidepressants.
Really? Wow.
Yes. So maybe it's a good idea for people, even if they are on antidepressants, maybe it's a perfect way to slowly come off them,
right?
For any reason, or introduce people to exercise. I mean, for instance, group fitness. Why is group fitness all over the world so popular? Because it's such a community event. It's people coming together, exercising, sharing, laughing, bringing up, lifting you up.
Lifting up, yeah.
Lifting you up. You're exercising. It's such an uplifting experience. And then add to it the exercise, which is just another antidepressant drug, and see how successful it is. So they're recommending now all over the world that people who do suffer from depression to have some form of group exercise, because it just does wonders.
And I much prefer the group exercise as well, because you can just, like you say, you've got the community and you can't slack off. You feel
and you actually look forward to it,
yes,
because you look forward to seeing the people as well. And if someone's not there, you actually miss them.
Yeah.
So,
but rather than just trying, a lot of us, myself included, aren't really sure what to do when you use the equipment in the gym.
Exactly,
and so
then
you can stop.
You've got someone there. You don't have to think too much. You've got someone there instructing you, telling you what to do, motivating you. So many uplifting things all at once. And it just has such an uplifting thing.
Yeah.
So instead of using chemicals, we can go naturally, where the brain can naturally heal itself. So we can say that it heals us.
Yeah, sure.
It definitely heals us. So so we can definitely get off those antidepressants. Now, number 6, and that's insomnia. Funnily enough, people suffer from, a large part of the society and the community we live in suffer from insomnia.
Yeah, I've had it don't have it now, but about 5-6 years ago I suffered.
Absolutely,
for a long time.
I suffered from it for other reasons. That's one of the signs of anxiety. Once upon a time, I suffered from anxiety, so I know what that feels like. And when you suffer from insomnia, some people even think that insomnia is just a matter of that you can't sleep. No, insomnia also is interrupted sleep.
Yeah.
So if people sleep and get up and sleep and get up, also that's considered insomnia.
Right, well, that's me.
Absolutely. So Insomnia. Now, insomnia, obviously, other than other things that we don't want to go into, particularly when you exercise, you actually fatigue your body, and your body demands the rest. So you're exhausted. It exhausts you physically. So it creates that need to sleep. And it's a natural way of increasing our sleep deposits. Because if we don't sleep, deprived sleep can lead to all sorts of other health issues, and especially the way you feel, your happiness.
And I think nothing is worse than a lack of sleep.
There's no uplifting of the mood. Your mood is depressed. You want to just sit and do nothing instead of wanting to go out and face the world and do everything with a lot of energy. So a good night's sleep is just, worth every single minute. I say? Worth every single minute. Number 7, confidence. It's huge. Huge to the way you feel about yourself, how you react to others, how people perceive you.
And how you handle stressful situations as well.
Yes, because when you actually look in the mirror and feel quite satisfied with how you look, because obviously, when you're fit and you exercise, it shows. It shows in the way you hold your shoulders, it shows the way your body's looking. Aesthetically, it looks good. Your clothes fit much better. We could go through hundreds of adjectives to describe how good exercise makes you feel. And this feeling resonates from you. You feel it. It's an inner confidence, and people can address it. People see it in you. And when they see this confidence, they treat you with, I don't know, how can I say, they just look up to you somehow. They feel that confidence. You ooze confidence, and this confidence goes into everything you do, and it just elevates the quality of your life. In every way. Your spouse has a different respect for you, feels your happiness and feels your strength, and wants to be with you. Because when you're happy with yourself, your spouse and your children are happy to be around you, so you're not pushing people away, you're bringing people in. Into your life, and that's what you want to do. You don't want to push people away, and that's the confidence it gives you. Like I said, exercise is multifaceted, and if done properly with the proper, how can I say, education. I think it's skills and education and form. A lot of people are misguided when it comes to exercise. As long as they just don't associate exercise just with weight loss, okay, that's just one of the facets. But there are so many facets to being fit. I've heard some people say, well, I don't need to lose weight. Exactly.
So I don't want to do exercise.
Okay, that's facet number 1. We have so many.
Can I just ask you, what advice would you give to someone if they are literally doing no exercise at the moment? They're starting out. Or they used to exercise, but they haven't done anything for a long time.
If someone used to exercise, usually we always say it's always easier to get back into it because you have the muscle-mind connection.
Right, sure.
And muscles have memory. So getting back into it is going to be a lot easier when it comes to getting back into a program because you initially have got that experience. I would always say slowly but surely. Always go with an expert. Don't try to cut corners.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
A lot of people just throw themselves in.
Right.
And if you do that, your body's not ready.
Okay.
And we know a lot of people who've got injured. And the problem is with injury is that you're back to square one again. Once you get injured, you have to stop. So why do we need to do that? Your muscle needs time to just get back into it where it starts to be able to take on the stresses of exercise. At the end of the day, when you exercise, it is an added stress on your body, and your body needs to also get adjusted to it. So don't just throw yourself into an exercise program. Get guidance. I know from InShape that we do have several programs that will slowly initiate you and get you where you want to without basically traumatizing your body. And try not to think of fast fixes.
Right, it's a long-term thing.
The body doesn't like fast fixes.
So how can the listeners find out more about InShape and your programs that you offer?
If you are living in Dubai, you could always give us a quick call, and you can make an appointment. and coming in to see us, and we can give you a rundown of what we have to offer and what we can do for you. Whether you are a member at InShape or not, we have several programs that help women wherever they are in Dubai. They don't necessarily have to become members. We are only one small entity, but Dubai is a big place. Dubai is a progressive place, so most buildings have their own gyms and things like that, which can be utilized. So we have the Print Train and Go program.
So what's that?
Print Train and Go program means that we can basically start with a consultation where we need to see who you are, get to know you, see what your needs are, assess your goals, see if you have any health issues. So we have to get to know you, take your measurements, check your body composition, see what your actual problems are and where you want to go, what it is exactly you want. After that, we've got a clear picture, so we know where we're going. We can design a tailor-made program specifically for you. Also, if you let us know what sort of equipment you have around you so that we are knowledgeable of where we want to start. Once we design the program, you come into InShape. We just schedule our training sessions at InShape. We make sure that we've trained you on the program so you know what you're doing. If we find that some exercises are difficult for you, we need to find a way to do them where you can physically actually do them. So we find alternatives. Then we fine-tune it and train you again so that you know how to read your program, because every fitness program you need to know how to look at your program and translate it eventually and work out on your own. And then you're free to exercise within your perimeter, whether you have a gym next to you, you could be a member at another gym, but you don't really want to spend a lot of money on personal training. So this is a very cost-effective way for you to train wherever you are.
Wow, that sounds great.
Yeah, whether you're a busy mum, some mums sitting at home, got a lot of kids, suffering from depression, she's unable to shift the weights, she feels isolated. If she could spare half an hour, take her baby up to the gym in the building, do her workout while baby is crawling or sitting in a pram, she can.
Yeah.
Great. I always say where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way. So there are many ways of starting a fitness program.
And what's your website URL?
Website is www.inshapeme.com.
Great. Thank you. Well, Layla, it's been wonderful having you as a guest.
It was wonderful. Thank you for having me. Loved it.
Thank you for listening to Divorce Talk with Nicola Beer. If you have enjoyed the program, please leave a rating and review on iTunes so more people dealing with marriage breakdown and divorce get the support they need. If you want more great free resources, such as secrets to a happier relationship, moving on fast after divorce, or tips on parenting through divorce, be sure to visit www.purepeacecoaching.com today.